Chosen one, this is your sacred space for divine guidance, inspiration, and empowerment. You are not here by accident. You were called, set apart, and aligned with a higher purpose long before you ever became aware of it. There is something unique about your journey, something that has always made you feel different, even when you tried to blend in. That feeling was never meant to isolate you. It was meant to awaken you. From the very beginning, your life has been marked by moments that others may not fully understand. The challenges you face, the obstacles that seem to come out of nowhere, the times when you felt alone or misunderstood. These were not random. They were shaping you. They were preparing you. They were strengthening parts of your spirit that are now ready to rise. You are a chosen one. Deep within you, there's a knowing, a quiet but persistent voice that keeps calling you towards something greater. It speaks in moments of stillness, in your intuition, in the way your heart refuses to settle for less than what you feel destined for. Even when you tried to ignore it, even when life became overwhelming, that calling never left you. It followed you, patiently waiting for the moment you would finally listen. And now, you are listening. Your divine calling is not meant to be comfortable. It will stretch you, challenge you, and sometimes even confuse you. There will be times when you question everything, your path, your purpose, even yourself. But understand this, questioning is part of awakening. Growth does not happen in certainty. It happens in the spaces where you are forced to trust without having all the answers. You have been chosen because you carry something rare, resilience, vision, and a spirit that refuses to break. Even in your weakest moments, when you felt like giving up, something within you kept pushing forward. That is not by chance. That is divine design. You are being called to rise above limitations, to release old patterns, and to step into a version of yourself that you may not fully recognize yet. But trust this process. The discomfort you feel is not a sign that you are lost. It is a sign that you are transforming. As you awaken, you will begin to see things differently. What once made sense may no longer resonate. People, environments, and situations that you once tolerated may start to feel out of alignment. This is not something to fear. It is a sign that your spirit is refining your path, removing what no longer serves your higher purpose. But with this awareness comes responsibility. You can no longer ignore what you feel. You can no longer pretend not to see what has been revealed to you. Your awakening is asking you to become more intentional, more discerning, and more aligned with truth. It is asking you to trust yourself, even when it feels unfamiliar. You are stepping into a new level of consciousness, one where you begin to understand that everything in your life has meaning. Every delay, every breakthrough, every encounter is part of something much bigger than you can currently see. And as you continue to rise, remember this, not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone is meant to walk with you in this season. Some will question you. Some may even try to pull you back into the version of yourself you are outgrowing. But you must keep going, because this is only the beginning. You were not chosen to stay the same. You were chosen to evolve, to awaken, and to step fully into the power that has always been within you. And as you continue forward, trust that every step you take is guided, every lesson you learn is purposeful, and every moment is leading you closer to the life you were always meant to live. Chosen one, be careful. God is warning you about a man. He is not who he appears to be. This message is not meant to create fear within you, but awareness. Because at your level, deception does not come in obvious forms. It comes disguised as familiarity, as comfort, as something that almost feels right. He may enter your life at a time when you are seeking clarity, when you are growing, when you are stepping deeper into your purpose. His presence may seem aligned at first. He may say the right things, mirror your thoughts, and present himself as someone who understands you in ways others never have. It may feel like connection that was meant to happen. But chosen one, not everything that feels aligned is sent to elevate you. Pay attention to the subtle shifts. At first, everything may seem smooth, even inspiring. But slowly, almost unnoticeably, something begins to change. Your peace feels interrupted. Your clarity becomes clouded. You may find yourself second-guessing decisions that once felt certain. This is not coincidence. This is misalignment revealing itself. This man carries a different energy than what you are being called into. Where you are growing, he is stagnant. Where you are seeking truth, he may be hiding behind illusion. His word may sound supportive, but his actions will tell a different story. And deep down, your spirit already recognizes this inconsistency. Do not ignore that inner voice. Your intuition is your divine protection. It does not speak loudly, but it speaks truthfully. When something feels off, even if you cannot explain it logically, that feeling matters. You were not given discernment to doubt yourself. You were given it to protect your path. Understand this clearly. Some people enter your life not to walk with you, but to test your awareness. They come to see if you will stay true to your growth or if you will be pulled back into old patterns. This is one of those moments. This man may challenge your boundaries in subtle ways. He may create emotional confusion, making you question what is real and what is not. At times, he may seem present and invested, and at other times distant or unclear. This inconsistency is not something to overlook. It is a sign. You are not meant to chase clarity from someone who creates confusion. Chosen one, your path requires alignment, not distraction, and distraction often comes dressed as opportunity. If you are not careful, you may find yourself investing energy, time, and emotion into something that is quietly pulling you away from your purpose. But you are being warned now, so you can choose differently. Do not allow potential to blind you to reality. Do not hold on to who someone could be while ignoring who they are showing you they are. You are not here to fix, to save, or to wait for someone to become ready. You are here to rise. This is where your strength is tested, not in what you feel, but in what you choose. It is okay to acknowledge a connection. It is okay to recognize the emotions involved, but it is not okay to abandon yourself in the process. You must remain grounded in who you are and what you are being called toward. If something disrupts your peace, it is not part of your alignment. If someone causes you to question your worth, your clarity, or your direction, they are not walking in harmony with your purpose. You are being asked to see clearly, to trust deeply, and to act wisely, because not every door that opens is meant to be walked through. And sometimes, the greatest act of self-respect is choosing to walk away, not out of fear, but out of understanding. Rise of the Chosen begins now. This is a moment where everything shifts, not around you, but within you. You have seen enough, felt enough, and learned enough to recognize that your life cannot continue the same way it once did. There comes a point in every chosen one's journey where clarity demands action, where awareness requires transformation. And that moment is now. You are no longer the person who tolerated confusion, who ignored red flags, who stayed in places that drained your spirit. That version of you served a purpose, but it is not who you are becoming. Growth requires release. And sometimes, the hardest part of rising is letting go of what once felt familiar. But understand this, you are not losing anything that is meant for you. You are reclaiming your power. For too long, your energy may have been invested in people, situations, and thoughts that did not reflect your true worth. You gave chances, extended patience, and carried emotional weight that was never yours to carry. You tried to understand, to fix, to make things work, even when something inside you knew it was not aligned. Now, you are choosing differently. Reclaiming your power means setting boundaries without guilt. It means saying no without needing to explain yourself. It means walking away without looking back, even when part of you still feels attached. Because your calling is greater than your comfort. You were not created to shrink for anyone. You were not meant to dim your light so others could feel secure in their limitations. You were designed to expand, to rise, and to step fully into the strength that has always been within you. And stepping into that strength requires courage, the kind of courage that chooses truth over temporary peace. There may be moments when you feel the weight of this decision, moments when old emotions try to resurface, when memories attempt to pull you backward, when doubt whispers that maybe you are being too strong, too distant, too firm. But that is not weakness leaving, that is attachment resisting release. Stay grounded. Every time you choose yourself, you are strengthening your alignment. Every time you honor your intuition, you are deepening your connection to your purpose. Every time you walk away from what disrupts your peace, you are making space for what truly belongs in your life. This is not just about letting go of a person. It is about breaking patterns. Patterns of overgiving, of overthinking, of ignoring your own needs for the sake of others. You are no longer operating from a place of lack. You are stepping into a mindset of abundance, where you understand that what is meant for you will meet you in clarity, not confusion. You do not need to chase what is already aligned with your destiny. As you rise, you will begin to feel a different kind of energy within yourself. A calm confidence, a quiet strength, a sense of certainty that does not need validation from anyone else. This is what happens when you come back to yourself, when you stop seeking externally and start trusting internally. You are becoming unshakable, not because life will no longer challenge you, but because you now understand who you are. You are no longer easily influenced, easily distracted, or easily pulled off your path. You have learned too much to go back. And yes, this path may feel lonely at times. Not everyone will understand your growth. Some may question it. Others may distance themselves because they can no longer access the version of you that was easier to control or relate to. Let them. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to fulfill your purpose. So stand firm in your decision. Trust the shift that is happening within you. Embrace the discomfort, because it is shaping a stronger, wiser, more aligned version of yourself. You are not starting over. You are rising higher. And from this point forward, everything you choose will reflect the truth you have finally accepted. You are more than capable. You are powerful. And you are no longer available for anything that does not honor who you are becoming. Chosen one, your path is sacred. There is nothing ordinary about the journey you are walking, even if at times it feels quiet, uncertain, or unseen. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, every challenge you overcome is part of divine orchestration that is guiding you towards something far greater than you can currently comprehend. You are not moving randomly through life. You are being led. There will be moments when things do not make sense, when doors close unexpectedly, when people walk away, or when plans fall apart despite your best efforts. In those moments, it is easy to feel discouraged, to question whether you are truly on the right path. But chosen one, understand this. What feels like a setback is often a redirection. What feels like loss is often protection. You are being aligned, not denied. Sometimes separation is necessary, not as punishment, but as preparation. Certain people cannot go where you are going. Certain environments cannot sustain the version of you that you are becoming. And while it may be difficult to release what once felt meaningful, trust that anything removed from your life is making space for something more aligned, more authentic, and more supportive of your purpose. Do not fear walking alone for a season. Solitude is not emptiness. It is clarity. It is in these quiet moments, away from noise and distraction, that you begin to truly hear yourself. Your thoughts become clearer. Your intuition becomes stronger. Your connection to the divine becomes deeper. What once felt confusing starts to make sense, and what once felt heavy begins to lift. You are being refined. As you continue forward, you will notice a shift in how you carry yourself. You will no longer feel a need to explain your journey to those who cannot understand it. You will no longer seek validation from people who are not aligned with your vision. Instead, you will move with a quiet confidence, knowing that your path does not need approval. It only needs your commitment. This is what it means to walk in divine alignment. It is not about having everything figured out. It is about trusting even when you do not. It is about moving forward even when the path is not fully visible. It is about choosing faith over fear again and again until it becomes your natural way of being. You are supported in ways you cannot always see. There is guidance surrounding you, protection covering you, and purpose driving you forward. Even when you feel uncertain, you are not alone. Even when you feel weak, you are being strengthened. Even when you feel delayed, you are being positioned. Everything is working together for your growth. Chosen one, you must begin to see yourself differently. Not through the lens of past mistakes, not through the opinions of others, but through the truth of who you are becoming. You are evolving into someone who is grounded, aware, and deeply connected to your purpose. And with that evolution comes responsibility. You must protect your energy. You must honor your boundaries. You must stay aligned with what brings you peace, clarity, and truth. Because the more you grow, the more important it becomes to remain intentional about what you allow into your life. Not everything deserves access to you. As you walk this path, you will begin to attract different experiences, different opportunities, and different people, ones that reflect your growth rather than challenge your worth. But this only happens when you fully embrace who you are and refuse to settle for anything less than alignment. So keep moving forward, even when it feels slow, even when it feels uncertain, even when no one else seems to understand what you are becoming. Because you do. You are chosen. You are loved. You are destined for greatness. Let those words ground you. Let them remind you of the truth that cannot be taken from you, no matter what changes around you. Now walk with confidence. Speak with intention. Live with purpose. Because a life meant for you is not something you have to chase. It is something you grow into step by step, choice by choice, until one day you realize you are no longer becoming. You have become.